Are you serious? Are you serious? Well, I mentioned the Russian-Ukrainian situation, the crisis there, in my last video, and I was unaware that there has been a encounter. Russia is involved, and Moscow is now considering targeting strikes on Ukraine. According to reports out of Russia, Moscow is considering targeting strikes against the Ukraine nation after one shell reportedly crossed the border and killed a Russian civilian. What? How does that happen? According to the reports today, on this Monday, 7/14/14, coming out of the Kremlin, the respected daily quoted a source as saying that Moscow was considering the possibility of targeted retaliatory strikes against Ukraine, where escalating clashes between the pro-Moscow rebels and the government troops of Ukraine threatened to spiral into an all-out civil war over the weekend. Our patience is not limitless, the source was quoted as saying, adding that Russia knows exactly where the Ukrainians, are firing from. The source said that Russia was not considering any large-scale action, but only targeted one-off strikes on positions from which fire is directed at Russian territory. Now, Moscow said yesterday, that a Ukrainian shell had landed in Russia and killed a civilian, prompting the Russian Foreign Ministry to say that the incident was another act of aggression and that this could have irreversible consequences. Now, Ukraine denied the claim, saying that the government forces had never before, are not now, and never will fire on the territory of the neighboring state of Russia. So is this a false flag or something else? Well, several shells landed early Sunday morning in a small Russian border town which has the same name as the rebel stronghold city in eastern Ukraine, killing one resident, wounding two others. So the deputy speaker of Russia's upper house of parliament is saying we need to use targeted weapons like Israel does, among others, to destroy those who launched this time. So once again, Israel's brought in to everybody's conversation. And since Israel's firing on the Hamas, who have fired 1,000, there's a little difference, guys. Hamas has fired 1,000 rockets at the civilians of Israel. It's a little different situation than what you have there. Remember, Russia, you're the ones that invaded the Ukrainian peninsula of Crimea and took it over by forcing a vote. And yes, this one shell might have accidentally got across the border or even purposely done. Or then again, it may never have happened. And then again, it could have been a false flag. But to compare this situation to Israel and Hamas is like comparing apples and oranges. It just don't add up, folks. It's not the same situation. Well, anyway, we don't need another please, we don't need another conflict. We don't need Europe to blow up. Something biblical's going on. I'm going to tell you a little something. The Bible told us in the last days there would be wars and rumors of wars. So the last thing we need is Russia firing on Ukraine, North Korea firing 100 shells in the direction of South Korea, Israel and the Palestinians in an all-out war, and ISIS romping and stomping through the Middle East. Are you serious? Are you serious? And the border issue crisis down with America and Mexico? What? We don't need all this. We need Jesus.